What you need to tap into is getting some goddamn money. So do you have any regrets? It's actually funny you said that, because I would say my biggest regret in life is absolutely nothing. The truth is there's zero upfront benefit for me to do this. You think it's recurring revenue? You think I want to get 1,000 members? That's what, 49,000 a month, which is basically minimum wage. 2026, we're going to go on a generational travel run. So we're going to hit Dubai, probably Greece, in France, fuck it. You know what I mean? I say, bro, you want to learn real skills and like actually make thousands or retire your mother? And they're like, yeah, Vince, I'm gonna look into it, bro. I'm gonna get back to you and look into it.
Well, guys, it looks like that we are of course back here yet again with the only man in the AMU to have a dry-ass beard while having some insanely wet hair, and the only man who had the audacity to try to copy Big Worm's hairstyle from the movie Friday.
What's up, Big Perm? Big Worm?
You saw that, bud?
Good old Pubes Watson. And you see, Big Perm here has basically been up to a whole lot of new activity, especially since he just got destroyed by John Bravo not too long ago, where it was revealed that his prized $3.5 million car got repoed, along with his Russian Sharmuta's car as well. And naturally, after John's video, we saw little old Puby Watson here basically try to defend himself, where he brought it up in a Q&A, and his response was just to sit there and say, where was your Lambo that got repoed?
So Vince, what do you say to the people that are hating? You know, a lot of people over the past few days have made videos, have commented and gone, where's your Lambo, buddy? Karma's a bitch. And you know, there's a lot more to the story, but the Lambo is back at the dealership. Unfortunately, I have to drive my other Lambo for now. But what I say to the haters is, where's your Lambo? Did they take yours too, or do you still have it? Oh, you never had one. I wonder why.
And even though he sat there attempting to appear really confident after losing his prize car that he tried to use to grift, we quickly started to see some other signs that he was hurting for money. And in my last video, we also watched his little Russian Sharmuta start to do her very own grift. And she basically just copied the same exact blueprint that Pubes has been using for years. And since then, she has been continuing to do so and has been posting pretty much nonstop trying to promote her very own online courses. So you know that he's bad off financially when he is using the very Russian Sharmuta that he is with to try to continue to grift in some new ways. And along with this, since my last video, we saw him pick up on a lot of his goofy ass behavior again, where we have clips like this where he is getting mad and sitting there and yapping about his girl never being happy, and he seems to be upset that a gold digger is acting like a gold digger.
Say it again.
You know, Ksenia's like, oh, well, you know, I know my worth and this, that, and blah, blah. Ksenia, listen, here's the thing. Women can't be happy. I get you a diamond pink Lamborghini Urus. You want a diamond pink Rolls Royce. I buy you a Bulgari bracelet. You want the longer one. I get you a Cartier love bracelet. You want a diamond. Nothing can make you happy.
And along with this, he basically continued his usual little Q&As, except this time he only made it through about 2 questions. And I can only assume that the rest were just trolling the shit out of him about his car getting repoed so he didn't use them. And you could kind of tell that he seemed annoyed during the Q&A, because the first question just consisted of him going on a yapathon about how he didn't have any regrets and how it was female behavior to have any at all, when you know damn well it's a lie and he's really regretting not paying his bills and keeping his cars.
So do you have any regrets? It's actually funny you said that, because I would say my biggest regret in life is absolutely nothing. There's never been a single thing that I've done that I've looked back and regretted. Why? Because I got experience. Right? If you're sitting around like, I regret doing this and I regret doing that and I regret that I gave this person my time, all you're doing is lagging. How is that giving you any practical solutions? How is that advancing your life forward at all? You can analyze. You could go, okay, why didn't this work out? Why did this work out? You can improve based on that, but to complain is just for females.
And after this, his second question just consisted of someone asking him about his new little program and his new little grift that he's been trying to run. And his new little program that he started very recently is called the Architect Affiliate Program, and it's only $49 a month. So the goober that has been promoting the high-ticket courses and the high-ticket value online and has been coaching it to multiple different students who were stupid enough to pay him that very high price has basically turned his back on his entire brand. And of course, all of a sudden now, when he's needing money, he has now switched up his program and isn't charging an arm and a leg anymore, but is instead marketing it as this new affordable thing with him. And of course, since this makes him look like an insane hypocrite, he had to respond to it in the Q&A, where he basically started trying to promote it even more.
So did you close 6 and 7 figure fitness? Absolutely not. I've transcended 6 and 7 figure fitness. 6 figure fitness is now Architect. 7 figure fitness is now Architect Advanced. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, well, Vince, what is Architect Army? That's the lowest tier, right? It's a start. If you want to build your personal brand, learn how to market and sell high-ticket digital offers, then that's the starting point, and you're going to use the training wheels of an already proven offer. When you want to upgrade and sell your own offer, that's why we have Architect. After that, if you want to scale beyond 10,000 a month plus, Architect Advanced. Why did I go general? The biggest reason was because my industry literally had a percentage cap. 70% of America is out of shape or obese, leaving 30% of people I could serve. Out of that 30%, there was probably half that were males. Out of that 15%, 1% could afford high ticket. And my biggest bottleneck was the industry that I was in. I was too niche, and my brand expanded beyond that. So that's the reason for the switch.
So as I am sure you can tell, he is just coping his living ass off with the fact that he now has to sell a bunch of cheap courses in order to make ends meet. And the word transcended there means that his shit wasn't working anymore and wasn't making money anymore, so he needed to find some new way to get more suckers to end up paying him somehow. And he must have been really desperate because he started this little Architect affiliate program by selling it as early access and as this big limited time thing. So we are using the strategy that game developers use when their game isn't finished and trying to sell it as early access to continue to fund our bullshit here.
Now, boys, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect to hit 100 members that fast, so it's only right we raise it to 150 before the price increase. But a lot of you guys have been asking me, yo, Vince, what would you do if you lost everything? If you had to restart from zero? And the answer to that is very simple. I would build myself first. I'd build my brand. I'd learn how to market and sell, and I'd find the most expensive high ticket offer I could sell online. And that's exactly what I want to teach you how to do. Guys, I'm going to be teaching you all of the systems and all the frameworks and skill sets that I had to learn over the past 4 years and invest hundreds of thousands to find that's allowed me to build a multi-million-dollar online coaching business. Now, if you want those frameworks for less than it costs to refill your tank at the gas station, click the link on the screen and join now, because you'll never be able to get in at this price again.
And Puby Watson here must know that his target base for buying into this shit are just fucking morons, because he is preaching the high ticket shit as he's not even selling a high ticket offer. He even says during the video that he is selling it for what it would cost to fill up your car at the gas station. So I don't know why anybody would give this clown money when he's not even following the very thing that he has been constantly preaching. And when we're watching him get so desperate that his girl is now grifting as well and his cars are getting repossessed as he's renting his penthouse that he's living in. Like, it is actually incredible that anybody is stupid enough to give this motherfucker money. And then on top of that, he just keeps changing the number for the early access, so it's not a limited thing. You can just keep signing up and getting in because he's gonna keep raising it while maintaining the illusion that it's limited time.
Now, boys, we're officially at 140 members inside the new group, which is well beyond my expectations. I wanted to get like 200 people in here a month. But a lot of you guys have been asking, Vince, why are you even doing this? You're showing people how to build their brands, market and sell, make thousands of dollars showing their face or faceless for less than it costs to refill your tank at the gas station. And the truth is, there's zero upfront benefit for me to do this. You think it's recurring revenue? You think I want to get 1,000 members? That's what, 49,000 a month, which is basically minimum wage. But I'm betting on your future. I'm betting that if you not only join, but dedicate yourself, you're going to make more money than you've ever made. And eventually we'll become business partners in the future. So again, guys, we're at 140 members. Once we get to 150, the price is going to 97 a month. So lock in your spot now and do not miss the chance to change everything. Boys, you would not believe the amount of people that have called me stupid for making this $49.99 a month community. And they said, Vince, what are you doing, bro? People will pay you way more. And these aren't just random people. These are friends that are making millions of dollars a year. And I said, I understand your perspective, but I've now changed my metric. I no longer look at how much money I've made this month. I've done the 700K month shit. I'm now measuring by how many people have I helped. And even if that's at a low ticket amount, even if you don't have gratitude for what I teach you because it's so cheap, I know there's people that will. And there's people that are upgrade based on levels. So of course there's future incentive, but as of now, again, my number one goal is to help and serve as many people as possible with the same dynamics that changed my life.
And as you can see, at this point, he is pushing it as hard as he possibly can. And it's just scummy, because he's trying to push it with this narrative that he only wants to help people. But then right before that, he was talking about how he was going to raise the price to $97 a month. So obviously, he is worried about how much money he is making and bringing in. And that $49,000 probably makes an enormous difference when it comes to trying to get his cars back and to pay his bills a little bit. And he's just trying to play on people's good nature and going after desperate people who are willing to give him that little bit of money that they might have a month. So essentially, what we have is a desperate guy who's losing all of his shit that he put all of his worth into, trying to take advantage of other desperate people who are struggling in life. And then after doing all of this ranting and somehow apparently tricking people to sign up for this shit, he must have been feeling good and feeling like that he had made a decent bit of money, because he then went on to go on this little tangent about how in 2026 he's going on this world tour and he's going to need Clippers.
Boys, another thing that's very important, I'm launching stage 2 of Clippers. 2026, we're going to go on a generational travel run. So we're going to hit Dubai, probably Greece, in France, fuck it. You know what I mean? But I need people to actually clip that content. So if you have past experience redistributing content, I have an offer where you can use my brand. You can use my product that's already proven and make recurring commissions for life. Meaning the group is what, $50 a month? I'm going to give you a 40% affiliate link, not just for 1 month, but for every single month that the people you join pay. If that sounds like something that interests you and you have experience as a clipper, go ahead and DM me the word clip. Send me a proven page that you've clipped content for, and I will give you a personal invite to the group.
And the only thing that sounds like is another part of his little pyramid scheme online coaching bullshit. Because the only clippers that this motherfucker needs is clippers for his damn hair. And he followed this up by making another post, because apparently he didn't get anybody interested in that last one, where he was trying to tell people to lock the fuck in, and posted a picture of a video game at the top of the screen, when in reality it was just Architect Army, aka his brand on it, before going on a shit ton more ranting.
You know what? I think I figured it out. This is what I got to do to get you motherfuckers to lock in, because this shit's just a game to you, isn't it? I say, bro, you want to learn real skills and like actually make thousands or retire your mother? And they're like, yeah, Vince, I'm going to look into it, bro. I'm going to get back to you and look into it. I say, bro, you want to smoke weed and play video games? Bro, Link, bro. Yo, Link, tap in, bro, tap in. What you need to tap into is getting some goddamn money. I'm going to f your head up for a little bit, but I want you to understand the next level you does not do the things that you do right now. The next level you does not have the same thoughts that you do right now. If you don't have the results you want in life, everything about even how you think is incorrect. Because if it was, you would have your dream life. So it takes a certain level of dropping your ego before you have a major breakthrough. It takes a certain level of sacrifice in order to receive more. There's so many things that I don't do that the average person does, which is why we'll always be levels apart. You'll never see me high off a blunt. You'll never see me on the couch playing Fortnite. You'll never see me popping bottles in a club. And that's why I'm successful. Not just because of what I do, but because of what I don't do.
And apparently, what he also doesn't do is pay his damn bills. And that's kind of why he's in the situation now, where he is saying and doing anything to push this architect crap, even though it goes completely against everything else that he has constantly been preaching about high ticket value. And sadly, it seems that it is working to some extent. That or he's just lying about the numbers of people actually signing up. But I have a feeling he's going to continue to push this because it's the only card left that he has to play, which is to lower his price, lower his value, to try to make some amount of money, and to try to save his dying little fake alpha male coaching career. And I say career with heavy quotations, because at the end of the day, he's just a grifting clown. But with that said, I think this is a good place to end it, and I've had enough for one day of staring at pubes. So if you enjoyed, please drop a sub and a like, and join the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming all of these fake alpha males. And I'm out, watching Pubes Watson continue to try new grifts. In peace.
I went on a semen retention journey for 2 years. I was like, I'm not going to jack off to shit unless it's a real model that's in my room. You know what I mean? The video games, the Fortnite, I dropped all that. I read Think and Grow Rich, and it said, in order to get the things you want, you have to sacrifice what's most important to you. So at the time, it was my PS4. I put it on OfferUp. Somebody came by, gave me $500. It was just the extra free time that allowed me to grow, you know? So those were the main two. PS4, jacking off. I mean, I was never a party guy. I was kind of like a loser. I didn't hang around friends or anything, but that's a blessing because